Welcome back. Another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast right here and right now, joined by none other than Landen Lewis. How's it going, man?
Going good. Thank you for having me back on the show.
So yeah, it's been a crazy year for you. A lot of racing. It's been crazy as you know, but what's obviously a lot of wins, a lot of highlights. Overall, how are you looking back on your year?
This year has been really, really cool. I never thought it would happen like this. Just a dream come true year, and I'm just kind of pushing my plans for 2022 and just trying to get ready for that to make it another dream year and just have a awesome year like I did this year.
So kind of going into this year, let's talk about some of the best moments that you had. Can you think of some? Like what are some of your favorites?
I would definitely say the top one is the ARCA race that I won on my second start. That's probably definitely just tops it all off. My second one would probably be Asphalt Nationals with the U.S. Legend Car Series. That was just I've been trying to win that race for about 2 years now and just finally able to do it. And then I'd say to top everything off of this year, just be able to get 3 national wins on the dirt, the road course, and the asphalt with the U.S. Legend Cars. So I've become the second only driver to do that. So it was pretty cool to do that this year. And I think that's probably my best memories this year.
Let's talk about like what's it like driving one of those legend cars? Because I know you've been driving a lot of them.
Yeah, they're a challenge. When I first started about 3 years ago, I never thought that they would be that hard just looking at them. But once I got into them, it was like, wow, these things are pretty sketchy. Just with the power you have and the small rate, the wheelbase is really, really small. It makes it a little bit of a handful, but I feel like that turns you into a really nice race car driver when you get up to the rinks.
Let's talk about like that win at DuQuoin. Did you think that you would win on a dirt in a stock car? And we don't need to go into how crazy that race was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had confidence in my team and the deal we had going. I had confidence that we would win, but I was really just going in there to get a top 5, and that was my overall goal, is a top 5, and just run up front and just get to race with the Ty Gibbs and the Jesse Loves and the Corey Himes that have just been dominating. But yeah, I think I mean, I expected that we would do really good, but I don't think I expected that we would do that good, even though I had a lot of confidence in my team.
And you're only 15 years old.
Yes, sir. Being 15 and running against 18-year-olds was definitely just like, whoa, okay. But I think with the help of Ron Hornaday and Candace Hornaday and just all the guys I have behind me, I think it just made that process a lot easier just to get into a bigger car.
I mean, it's them, it's Austin, it's Joe Ryan, it's all these guys that have really kind of helped you out here.
Yeah, I mean, I think I had a really big advantage on a lot of people because of, Ron Hornaday, Austin Terrio, ARCA champion. I mean, he's very, very talented. My spotter, Joe Ryan, he's raced for many, many years and just been on the radio with me for a couple of years now. So I think I had a lot of advantages just with everyone, but it was definitely a cool moment.
For sure. So I know that you also you're in so you don't get to. So as a 15-year-old, you don't get to. I know most still live with their families and stuff. Not you. You live in Charlotte, but you're home. And what's it like to kind of be home and tell everybody like where you're from and all that? Because
so I'm from Supply, North Carolina, which is about probably 15 minutes from Ocean Isle Beach. I'm from there, and we have a lot of waters by us, a lot of different kind of situations. But when on the off times, I do a lot of hunting. I do fishing. I do a lot of sports, outdoor sports, which is my favorite. Besides racing, of course, racing is my favorite. But I just kind of come home and get my mind off of things and go do that. But yeah, I don't think I have the average 15-year-old life of living with your parents. I told my mom the other day, I said, I never thought that being 15, I would be out of the house already. I mean, I was looking for like 18, okay, get in my own place and do that. But at 15-year-old, living without his parents and just living the dream is definitely something that I never thought I'd do.
So what goes into life? What goes through your mind on a typical 15-year-old? But you're not an every typical 15-year-old though.
No, I mean, get up at 7 o'clock in the morning every morning and go to work at 8 and just work all day and work on legend cars and work on race cars. And, that's always been my dream since I was a kid was I want to make a living either working on race cars or driving race cars. And, I never thought at that sort of 15-year-old, I would be able to do that. And I think it really just opened my parents' eyes because they've always wanted me to do that too. And just be able to do that at 15 years old is pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. So let's talk about what's next for 2022. I know your plans have not been solidified yet, but what do you want to do or where could we expect you?
I mean, you could expect me in the legend cars again this year. We've had an excellent year this year, and I'm really looking forward to next year. With Joe Ryan Race Cars, that team is just spectacular. With everything they do, driver coaching, helping kids out, and just everything like that. And I'm trying to get an ARCA deal together and just go run some ARCA East races, maybe some ARCA national level races, and you can expect me in the ARCA races for sure. Just haven't got anything together yet, but for sure, definitely legend cars. I'm really looking forward to next year with those two.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's definitely going to be fun. I know it's exciting times as everyone's trying to figure out where everyone's going to go. But yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you definitely, people call it the off season, but I don't really think it's an off season because you're steady just working towards towards the next year and the next race. So it's not much of an off season. It's more like get back to work and get ready for the next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the day before Christmas Eve, or it's the time we're recording this.
Yep.
And I'm on my computer on Zoom doing interviews. So
yeah,
there's no off season for me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it is. But I wouldn't trade it for anything else. So, but yeah, it's going to be exciting to see you back on the track. But Landen Lewis, thank you so much for fitting some time into your schedule. You're literally sitting in a car dealership right now. But yeah, enjoy the holidays, and we'll talk to you in 2022. How about that, buddy? Or when you announce your plans.
Yep. I'm really looking forward to talking to you again, and just thank you for letting me come on your show and do this. And it's pretty cool to be able to do it in a dealership. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so have a Merry Christmas and a good New Year, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, right back at you.